Alright, so I'm gonna vlog this week and just piece it together as one, maybe like kind of longer vlog, because I haven't vlogged in a while. I haven't vlogged since last month when we went to the wedding. And next week we're going on vacation, so I just kind of wanted a vlog in between. So yeah. And it's snowing! So cool. It's supposed to snow until like 9 and then stop for a while and then snow again later tonight. Awesome. So wintry. That's it. I made breakfast this morning. Well, actually I had leftover oatmeal from the other day, like a bowl of oatmeal. And so I just like heated up the leftover oatmeal, and now I'm gonna cut up some watermelon. I'll show you this watermelon. Yum. I'm gonna sit here and watch the snow. Watch it snow while I eat my watermelon. Oh, it's so pretty. It's hard to see on the camera, but it's actually still like the snow is still falling. Dinner time. Only a little bit of a fail. I made brown rice. I added too much water, so it's a little, I don't know, the texture is a little off. I'm never good at cooking brown rice. I feel like my white rice always turns out so much better, but yeah. Oh, it's hot. It's good though. Edible. And I steamed some veggies, but what do I want? A fork? But I put beets in here with bell peppers and onions, and obviously the beets took so much longer to cook that the rest of the vegetables got really mushy. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just steamed the beets separate or something. But whatever. And I made peanut sauce, which is now boiling, which is delicious. So yeah, so that's dinner. Brown rice and veggies and peanut sauce. Alright, here's how it looks plated. Yum! Actually, it's not very pretty, but I'm sure it's delicious. The beets just kind of turned everything pink. Alright, that's dinner. Yum. Chris is working.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're watching a kid's movie, but...
Oh yeah, but the kids' movies might play.
Yeah, we have to plan for graduation, so...
And this? That's work!
Yeah. Alright. And then we're going to go to E-Mart because, or at least I am, because I want to make dumplings tomorrow, and last night when I went there they didn't have any dumpling wrappers, so I'm hoping they have them today. So that's the plan for tonight. Thrilling. Alright, any negative things I said about that dinner, I take them back. It was delicious.
What did you say negative about it? It was delicious.
I thought I overcooked the veggies. And I thought the rice didn't turn out fluffy. And I said it was ugly.
It's whole grain rice, right? I can feel it has
yeah.
the whole
Yeah, it's brown rice.
husk and stuff.
Yeah, we're not used
Explain
to
that
eating
to me again.
What?
What's half grain rice and whole grain rice?
There's no such thing as half grain rice.
Alright, well it's whole grain rice and not whole grain rice.
I don't really know that people call it that. You mean brown rice versus white rice?
The only brown rice is whole grain rice.
Yeah, it's got the husk on the outside.
And so white rice is brown rice without the husk?
Yeah, exactly. And polished. They call it polished.
How they dehusk it?
I actually really don't know. I'm sure they just use some sort of a machine.
Huskers.
Yeah, but it removes all the nutrients, except for like obviously the sugar, the carbohydrates, but yeah, you should eat brown rice. You should definitely eat brown rice instead of white rice. But white rice cooks easier and it tastes better.
Don't show people the snow. They'll get jealous.
I know. I showed it a lot this morning.
Oh no, the snow is out.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, all the bad things about that dinner, I take it back. It was delicious. Very delicious.
Peanut sauce, vegetables,
and pretty healthy.
rice. What
Yeah.
else do you need?
I don't know. Well, I guess you need strawberries, so I'm gonna eat these for dessert. I bought these yesterday and I ate half of them, but I'm gonna eat the rest of them right now. And kiwis. Those are weird looking kiwis. Why are they so green? Tomatoes are a pretty good price.
It's a good price.
I can make tomato soup, but do we need it?
I like salted tomatoes on bread. I like tomatoes on sandwich.
It's Tuesday. It's actually, it's 1:30. Yeah, 1:30, and I'm on a lunch break. Technically, this isn't like my normal lunch break time. We have a special day today. We went to a kids cafe, which are like, they're like indoor playgrounds they have here for kids, and then they have like food and snacks and coffee and stuff like that, so the parents can like relax and enjoy some time and the kids just run around and play. So we went to that this morning, and they had Santa Claus there so that the kids could get a present from Santa. It's really cute. So we just got back like 30 minutes ago, so we ate some lunch at the school and the kids are eating their lunch. And yeah, so because it's like a special day like that, I actually don't have to teach like kindergarten again. Normally I would teach till like 2:30, but it's an odd day, so I don't have class till 4:50. Yeah, 5 o'clock pretty much. So nice long break, which is good. These kind of days are awesome because then you have such like a huge chunk of time to get work done. Yeah. But I still technically have 30 minutes on my lunch, so I'm just came upstairs to do some editing. I want to edit the video from yesterday. And yeah. Oh, my camera died last night when we were at E-Mart when I was filming our little trip to E-Mart. So I didn't get to show you my massive disappointment that they didn't have the dumpling wrappers. Bought everything I want to make dumplings and they don't have the wrappers now. It's happened sometimes, so they just like run out of things and they don't get them for a while. So maybe tonight we'll go to another grocery store to get those, and yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm home from work. Chris isn't home yet. He had to clean out the storage unit, I guess. Like our school has like a storage unit in the basement, and they said that like there's too much stuff in there and it's a fire hazard, so they said that he has to help clean it out. Just I wanted to show you one of the parents a parent of one of the students at our school gave us Christmas gifts. They actually gave like Christmas gifts to like most of the teachers, and like not everyone, but almost everyone, and they gave everyone these Chanel products. So nice, like so ridiculously like over the top nice. Like some of these parents, I swear, like they're too generous. So I'm gonna cook a simple kind of dinner, but I'm gonna show you because I feel like this recipe, like although it's like very few ingredients and very like simple to make and stuff, I feel like it's really delicious and healthy. So I was gonna show you, it's tomato soup and sandwiches. The sandwiches are not really like the highlight, but. So first what I did is I chopped 2 onions, but the onions that I had, they're really small, so it's probably more like 1 normal sized onion. And I just did like big chunks. You don't have to like chop it nicely because it's just gonna go in the blender. So, and 5 cloves of garlic. And in here I just have water. This is like in place of oil because I'm not gonna use any oil, but I need to like cook, like soften the onions and garlic, so I just have like a little bit of water in here, maybe, I don't know, whatever. I have some water in here. I don't measure anything, so I'm like really bad at like telling people how to cook things, but yeah, I just do whatever seems good. So I have this bouillon. It's like a vegetable, like a dried vegetable stock. I don't know if it'll focus. You can use like vegetable broth instead, or just use salt and seasonings or whatever. Like you don't have to use this. I'm just using it because I have it, so I'm gonna finish it. Or another kind of bouillon, of course, because it's like like concentrated vegetables, you know. It's got a lot of flavor. I think it adds a lot to cooking and stuff, but it's salty, so it's not like the healthiest choice. But all right, so my water and onions and garlic are boiling. Oh, I forgot to mention, I added 3 bay leaves to the water. I'll take them out before I blend it up, but I put them in there so they could boil and flavor the water. So yeah, so that's just boiling, so to soften the garlic and onions and get the flavor in there. And I cut up 3 tomatoes, 3 pretty big tomatoes too. But yeah, so you don't have to use 3, you could use 4, you could use 2, you could use 5. I've done it with all different kinds. I just chose these 3 because last night when we were at E-Mart, we bought this pack of tomatoes that were on discount. And so I just picked the ones out of there that were like really soft, that we wouldn't want to eat that. Like we wouldn't want to eat them just like raw, like on a sandwich or salad, because they'd be too like mushy. I don't know. I don't like my tomatoes soft. Ah, wasabi. Yeah, so 3 tomatoes. And then I'm keeping 1 tomato on the side because these ones, they're gonna get like cooked and blended, so they're just gonna, you know, turn to water. But I still like to add 1 tomato at the end, like in chopped pieces also, because when I eat the tomato soup, like I like there to be a little bit of something to it. But if you don't want that, then you can just chop up all your tomatoes and turn them into soup. All right. So anyway, so I put the tomatoes in here and I added a little bit more water because it wasn't enough to cover the tomatoes. And I'm gonna boil this until the tomatoes get soft. Yay! All right, so I boiled the soup until the tomatoes are just soft, like all the skin's falling off, and yep, they're cooked. So I'm gonna pick the bay leaves out of here. All right. So I took the bay leaves out and I blended it up. If you have an immersion blender, that's obviously the better choice. It's so much easier. But yeah, you can see it's all just like soupy now, watery. So I'm gonna add these tomatoes, or this tomato, it's just 1 tomato. I'm gonna add this tomato in and bring it back to a boil so this tomato can like get soft in there. But I'm just gonna leave it as chunks, like I said. And then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of sugar, maybe like a ½ teaspoon, just a little bit. And I'm gonna add some basil. This is all the basil I have left. Can you focus? So I'm just gonna add like ½ teaspoon, not very much, just cause I wanna add like a little bit of heat. If I had like chili pepper flakes, hot pepper, what do they call those? I think they're called chili pepper flakes. I would add them. They're really hard to find here and they're quite pricey, so I'm just using this because this is what I use for everything. It's really good. Did you notice the burn? I burnt my arm. Not just now. I burnt it yesterday morning on the toaster oven. All right, anyways, so I'm gonna add those 3 things, this tomato, and bring it back to a boil. Yay, dinner. Actually, what time is it? Oh, it's 7, so it still took me an hour to make dinner. So it's semi-quick tomato soup. Anyways, so here's the tomato soup. Yum, it's delicious. And I just made like a veggie sandwich to go with it. Actually, this is pretty much everything that's on it. No, this is everything that's on it. Lettuce, onion, tomato, and pickles. And then for like the dressing or whatever, I used mustard, and I have some like balsamic, I'm not even filming, balsamic dressing, like salad dressing. So I put balsamic salad dressing and mustard, and that's it. So there's a sandwich and soup for dinner. So I'm gonna eat this and then I'm going to go to the grocery store. Yay, they have to make dumplings. Yay! Happy Wednesday! So today was kind of a lame day. Not much to show you, but I will show you food because the only thing I do and I love it. So I'm just roasting a bunch of vegetables, just beets and carrots and garlic. This one in here is with turmeric. Just put a bunch of turmeric and tossed it around in there. So that's cooking. We just have like this toaster oven, and we have it on the floor because we don't even use it that often, but because it's like a small toaster oven, everything takes like twice as long to cook in it. But anyway, so those ones have turmeric on them, and then I made this batch up here. Just cut everything up, put it in there. Again, it's just beets, carrots, and garlic, but this one I put dill on it. So yeah, probably eat those for dinner tomorrow, or like snack or breakfast or whatever. Anyways, it's just because we bought a bunch of beets and we're going out of town, so we have to eat them. And I'm finally making these dumplings that I wanted to make. Got the dumpling wrappers, tofu. I freeze my tofu and then I defrost it to use for this. I like the frozen tofu. It has like a different texture. It's very like spongy, so it's good for certain dishes, so especially this one. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap these up and that'll be dinner. And we're not doing anything else tonight. No E-Mart, no nothing, just relaxing. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.